He did the video of that, the kid down. Good.
Yeah, I want to say, Maury, I don't see Maury here.
He's not here.
Okay, Tom, but I see Kevin and John. Did a nice job. Thank you. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I work at Toledo Jeep plant for Chrysler, and we were having problems with our union.
It is
transparency. You guys aren't alone.
Why don't you come over
But
here, Kevin?
One of the things that I did is I raised a lot of hell because we weren't getting a lot of things attention that we needed for some things. And I went to a gentleman.
Turn it on.
Can you hear me now?
Just gotta get closer to it, I think.
Get closer, it's on.
Okay.
I went to a gentleman named Pete Gherkin, who was a representative of ours, and was explaining it to him that we weren't getting represented and the issues that I had. And he said something to me that was very important, and it kind of dawned on me. He goes, well, who's complaining? And I said, well, I'm complaining. He goes, well, who else is complaining?
Yeah.
And what it all boiled down to is you need numbers, okay? You need a group like this. I got together with a bunch of people. We started a group, PPEEJ. It's Principled People, Equality and Justice. But what it all boils down to, for about 5 years, most of us all went to these meetings, brought members, and we made things exposed. We went to union meetings with issues. I know we might have had 10 or 20 of them, but we tried to narrow it down to 1 or 2 per meeting. And we kept pushing these issues, and the more numbers we got on the internet, we exposed, and tried to get things done within the system. It's a very difficult system to work. There are good unions and there are not so good unions. I came from the U.A.W. for 17 years before I became a U.A.W. member 16 years ago. We had something called solidarity. I know we get a letter or a magazine every 3 months and stuff, but I didn't really see it when I came here, and I was really kind of concerned. First thing I did when I got into the U.A.W. is we had to take an oath of office at the union meeting. I've never been sworn in. I've asked why aren't new members being sworn in? This is something to build solidarity. It's something that we need. We should be having Christmas parties together, not just steward Christmas parties or committee parties. So we did what we could. It ran for a good 5 years. I shut the website down probably about a year ago because we thought we had control. And now we have a new regime in. We exposed a lot of things from the last people, and we're pretty much back in the same situation. I guess the point I'm trying to make is between good unions and bad unions, if we could get the Congress or somebody to act where we could actually not go unexposed for 6 months if we want to entertain the thought of going to a different union, and they can be in competition with each other also to start representing the people that they're supposed to be representing. I'm just appalled. I fought, embarrassed myself, got myself in all types of circumstances, trying to do what I thought was the right thing, uphold the Constitution of the U.A.W. and the bylaws. We haven't had a bylaws meeting in over a year now. These are the people that ran on that platform to get in. You know, they were going to do so much better than the last guys. It gets discouraging, but all in all, we're better off than what we were. We did win some battles, but you do need numbers. You do need groups like this. Please keep getting together and supporting people like Pat that's willing to put forth the time and effort to do this, because I didn't get paid for it, and I wouldn't run for an office where I did get paid for it, because then I couldn't speak my voice, and it's really too bad. I'm on the election committee, and I'm on the bylaws committee. I don't get paid for them, except for if I sit there and do an election thing, but I'm not elected representative where you can come to me with your gripe and I can really do anything, because I want to have a voice. And I feel better now that I was on the election committee, because there was some gray areas that were really bad that I think cleared up a lot once I got in there. Go ahead.
When I was down in Doraville, Georgia, I was down there for a while, and the suggestion department was kind of shaky. And what I mean by shaky is if I went down, I put a suggestion in, because I wasn't from Doraville, that I wouldn't get the amount really that was due, but the guy that was from Doraville was getting maxed out all the time. What we ended up doing was actually down in the right to work state, you had the right to go up any time and not pay union dues, to have no more taken out of my check. And there was over 100, some of us in line doing that, and then the national come down there, and because now that is holding these people accountable. You got, right now, what I'm saying is, right now, the union is not accountable for nothing. Down in a right to work state, you can go up there and say, hey, I'm tired of paying union dues, you're corrupt. And international will have to come down and ask you questions why you don't want to pay no more than you told them. And they kicked everybody out of the suggestion department.
Yeah, I had the doorbell, we had that one, we have a big story on doorbell, Johnny
But
wanted to be.
right now, we cannot hold these people accountable for any of the actions they do. Our hands are tied.
I don't remember voting for Ghetto Finger, I really don't.
No, right. My last president was Owen Biber. We voted for it. That was the last president.
I can tell you, we can't hold them accountable, but we pissed them off because what happened was when we made this tape, union official got their hands on it at our plant, and they took it up. They had some of their people running up to labor and complain about that we were out there.
Trying to get us fired.
Trying to get us fired, but
Been there.
but they didn't do anything. But they sent it all the way to Detroit and to the U.A.W. lawyers. My response was the other day to one of the committee guys, one of my chairman's good old boys, was you go up and tell him next time he wants to steal my tape, he come ask me, I'll give it to him, and I'll give him a bag of popcorn. At the same time, he can watch it. All right.
I'm very proud of you. You guys did a magnificent
You
job.
have no idea.
I gotta run off, but
Okay.
I've been there and I feel your pain. That's why I edited that and put it on the internet like I did.
You did a good job.
Because
And-
it needs to be said. I think a lot of it's being the way you guys said.